back to Grounded Brand Podcast, Season 3.
Here we are.
Episode number 1.
Did we even make it to 2?
We made it to episode 4 last year, unfortunately.
Yeah, and then what happened?
And then, well, it was turkey season.
Turkey season.
We added in several new trade shows last year.
Yeah.
You added in a baby.
Yeah, that'll affect things.
Colton moved jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Moved where he had to live.
Yep.
So there was a lot of things that played into only capturing 4 episodes last year, but
I do think the 4 episodes we came with were pretty good ones, though.
they were.
Yeah. Isaac talked about
trapping.
Trapping.
Yep.
Yeah. We had Bryce
Hensley with Foxtrot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Greg Mayer
Yeah, he was on
also on that one
as well.
That's right.
Middle Creek. So, yeah, last year was, the few episodes that we did do were really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were great.
But, while we didn't produce much there, we did produce a lot when it comes to gear. So, yeah, we came out with our hybrid pack in 2025. That was the big hit. A lot of people really liked it, went to something that's lightweight, but you still get the cushion in the game bag with you, and then can unbuckle that and then just put a minimal harness on there and run with just a modified binocular harness. So that was great. We added in several trade shows in 25. We did the World Deer Expo in Birmingham in the summer.
Yep.
We did the Palmetto State Classic
In South Carolina.
Yeah,
That was our first.
Yeah.
And we'll be back again this year.
Yeah, second year in Raleigh last year, which we'll be back at this year, so that's fun. But just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that came by those shows, purchased some items from us there, just even stopped and talked to us. We had several guys at NWTF. Brandon wasn't at NWTF this last year. He decided he didn't want to be there, so he didn't come.
Yeah.
I'll be there this year for all those that missed it.
Just like the podcast episode, he decides which one he wants to come to.
That's right.
But no, we had several people in Nashville that talked about how much they enjoyed the podcast, and that was extremely encouraging. So we appreciate y'all listening in. And one other thing that we did different last year that we're continuing on with this year is our retail stores that we're partnering with.
Oh, yeah.
We partnered with 8 different retail locations or stores last year. I think it was 9 different locations or maybe 10 locations across Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. Hope to at least double that this year. Probably will be more than double.
Yeah.
So we're excited about that. If you're listening and you've got a contact inside of a retail location, you own a retail location, you want to see it in a store near you, be sure to hit us up through the website form. And
I'll reach out to you.
Yeah. We'll hopefully be able to connect and get it in some more locations. So 2025 was a growing year for us. It was a great year for us.
It was.
It stretched us thin in a lot of ways, obviously, by only coming out with 4 podcast episodes.
Yeah.
But like anything in life, when we're stretched is when we grow.
Yeah.
And we get better.
Absolutely. And back to the hybrid pack, releasing a new product, you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But I'm very thankful for all the people that gave us support and gave us good feedback on it and tagged us in photos. And it was a huge success, and we're excited to make some small corrections on those and then release that new one out this year as well too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think that product in particular, I knew we had something special. I think it was day 2, Drew, of NWTF. We had sold out of Greenleaf already.
Yep.
And that's when I knew we had something special on our hands, and the feedback just continues to be.
Speaking of the sellouts, one of the issues that we had last year with that hybrid pack and growing business, you've kind of figured these things out as you go, was these things were delayed shipping from the manufacturer, probably 6 weeks.
Yep.
And I just want to say thank you to all those that pre-ordered a vest and were patient with us during that time, because the main order did not even come in until like the week before turkey season opened up in Alabama. And so what you guys were able to buy and purchase in Nashville and Raleigh were some of the stuff that we had to get jetted over.
Yeah, we had to expedite
it over. And so for those that pre-ordered and believed in us before you even had the product, we say thank you. It means a whole lot. And then also with the products that we've got coming over in the next couple of weeks or so that have already been pre-bought as well too with the pants and the other gear that we have. We really appreciate you guys believing in us and believing in our products to a point where you buy it where you know it's going to be a couple of weeks out before you get it. So thank you.
Yeah, definitely. So talking about NWTF and selling out so quickly within the Greenleaf colorway, and then sold a ton of the original Bottomland and some of the Locust Brown as well. But you've got something good when you're sold out and the guys still coming up like it so much they're trying to buy the display models off the mannequins.
Yeah. And me being a sales guy, I'm like, sell them.
Yeah. Brandon's like, hey, sell them. And I'm like, Brandon, we got to have something for Raleigh in 2 weeks. Like,
that's true.
Yeah, Brandon wasn't even there, and he was barking orders. So he was texting
Dude,
us,
my phone was blowing up, man.
them.
I was seeing everything come through, and I'm just like, holy smokes, man.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that was crazy, and we've actually this year coming up for NWTF, our booth is going to be a little bit different. I think it's going to be bigger, right? We got a bigger space.
Well, unfortunately, no. We'll still be in the same space.
Well, it was crazy last year. At one point, we had a line in our booth to pre-order because, once again, they had sold out. Especially the Greenleaf had sold out so quickly. We had a line to pre-order, and that, like I said, the hybrid was such a huge success in 2025, and I know it's going to be successful again.
When we finally got those hybrid packs in, you should have seen us boxing them things up, man.
Do you know how many trips we had to take to UPS? I don't remember. And you took majority of them.
Yeah, it was.
But it was several trips
to
UPS in order to get those things sent out.
It got to be so much UPS ladies like, hey, you just need to have the UPS truck come by and pick it up. Yeah,
I remember that.
And we did that for a little while until we saw the cost that was involved, and we're like, nope, we'll keep sending.
You just hit UPS stores around town.
Yeah, we're still in the startup phase of this.
Yeah,
doing what we can to pinch pennies.
Exactly. But yeah, thanks again, guys, for all the support that you guys gave to us. It means a lot, and the growth that we saw last year knows that we're doing something right, and we're just, we're looking forward to continue that success into 26. So
yeah,
100%.
That's right. Well, speaking of 26, I think that's a great lead in to kind of the products that we've got that we've already released for pre-order now, and then obviously we've got another product coming out here pretty quick, so. Just start talking about those.
Yeah, so the one that I'm most excited about, honestly, I know that you have your favorite, but my favorite is the Leafy Jacket. Leafy Jacket is something that I've worn for a long time, and honestly, I just think it helps so much in the woods to break out your outline. Like, it's a huge difference maker to me. I just feel like I can get away with a little bit more movement with it on than I can't if I don't have it on at all. So I knew that was something that we were going to come out with this year, and that was something that I was most excited about, and I'm excited to see how everybody uses it as well too. But it's got pockets all over the place. It's got your kangaroo pocket. It's got some some chest pockets on each side. One's magnetized. One is a zipper based. What's cool about it, some people don't like hoods on them. With this, you can remove the hood if you don't want it on there or not. I like the hood myself. But I'm really excited about seeing that, as well as the other products that are coming out as well too. So
yeah, and so that's the concealed Leafy Jacket he's talking about. We'll offer that in all mossy oak. We've got it in original Bottomland, mossy oak green leaf, and then mossy oak full foliage. So they're sized. Our sizes start at medium on that. We've got medium, large, and then extra large 2X, and then 3X, 4X.
Yeah, so basically there are two sizes
in
one. Yeah, so make sure you're paying attention to that on the website. It's not individually sized. You got two sizes per one jacket. So excited to see that one. And full foliage is a new pattern that we're coming out with this year as well too. It's going to be in just about all of our products. It will not be in our 2.0 vest. Unfortunately, we were not able to get that done this year, but that's something that we can definitely take a look at in the future, depending on how well it sells this year. So I'm excited. I know one thing, the products that I've seen with the print on there, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much for early season, but, mid to late season, it's going to look really good. And then also bow season, I think it'd be a good seller for us as well too. So
that's right.
Yeah, 100%.
So what about you, Drew? What's your favorite out of all of them?
The product that I'm most excited about is going to be our tradition line. We've got the pants and then the collared button down. That's new to the lineup, and I'm really excited about the pants. I really liked the featherweight pants that we offered. They were a little bit lightweight for me personally. These pants that we're going to offer within the tradition pant are a little heavier weight material. Not a lot, but a little bit. But they do have a stretch to them, and I really like that. The button down is something that I will probably wear, and we named it the tradition button down and the tradition pant just because of the tradition of turkey hunting. In the South, a lot of turkey hunters, before turkey hunting got popular, wore a button down collared shirt.
Cotton.
Yeah, it was all cotton. Ours is polyester, but we still got the cotton. So kind of the new school technology built into it, with the quiet snaps.
Yep.
So it's super quick to put on. And then the air mesh vents that we've got in the back and then under the arms.
Oh, yeah.
So it breathes extremely well. For me, that's the product right there, those two, the pants and the shirt. The pants, we've got a side vent on those to allow airflow in on the side of the pant. I think that'll be a great addition to the market there, and I'm excited about the tradition line personally, the best.
Yeah, wearing the pants all last year, compared to the featherweight, there's really not that much difference. They're a little bit heavier, but honestly, not that big of a difference to where you would where it's dramatic,
right?
Know? So I enjoyed them. They held up really well. They're very flexible, like Drew touched on the stretch component of it. You can move easily in them. I like them, and they're a little bit warmer as well too on those cold mornings. So I was happy to see those as well too. So yeah, I'm excited about the tradition line.
Yeah, ought to be. And those things. So the pants we're going to offer in a mud brown color, and then original bottomland, mossy oak green leaf, and mossy oak full foliage. And then the shirt, the button down shirt, is going to be in full foliage, green leaf, and original bottomland.
Yep.
So no solid color in the button down shirt. What about you, Colton?
It's almost like we planned this, but I promise we didn't. We're each talking about
really
different
did not.
products. Mine is going to be the technical hoodie.
I knew that because every time we have a meeting, you have it on. So.
Man, it was a close to final sample that we had probably a year or so ago.
Yeah.
Now, maybe even longer.
Before turkey season last year.
Yeah, definitely before turkey season. And man, it is so lightweight. It's for those watching, it's the one on our website. It's got a built-in face mask. It's got kind of, I don't want to say like a formed hoodie, but it's, got kind of like a nice fitted hood on it. And it is super lightweight. It's got the kangaroo pocket on the front. It's also got a chest pocket. And man, I found that it's a very nice, light, kind of breathable hoodie.
Right.
With the built-in face mask. I've like Brandon said, every time we'd have a meeting or something, I'd just be wearing it because I'd wear it around. I would wear it like outside doing yard work or something like that, just because it was super lightweight, blocks the sun really well. So that one's gonna be my favorite, and I think it's gonna do really, really well with the built-in face mask.
It's got thumb straps on it too. I know we've had several people online and through social media ask if it's got that. So it's got the option on there for thumb holes or thumb strap loops, whatever you want to call them, to keep your sleeves down. But yeah, it's a really cool layout, and it's a really nice shirt, Drew. I like it.
It is. It's a great addition to our line. It kind of rounds everything out for us.
It does, yeah.
Between the button up, the new pants that are a little bit heavier weight, and then we've got that's a pullover type shirt. You combine those three things with our leafy jacket, and that's a lot, man. As far as a complete lineup goes for turkey hunting, it was the idea for the company was kind of just built on vests, but eventually wanted to get into the full apparel stuff, and fortunately, here we are.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
So it's taken us, some time, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, but we're thankful to have all this stuff out now.
Yeah, and we're not stopping either. We
Absolutely.
got stuff that we're working on right now that we hope to, test out this spring for us, and then be able to bring it to market in 2027. So we're excited about all the stuff that we're releasing this year. We're excited about the future of the company as well too. And again, we couldn't do it without the support of all you guys. And if there's anything out there y'all would like to see or any corrections you'd like to see on the products that we already currently have, drop us a direct message, send us an email, let us know at a trade show what you like, what you didn't like. That way we can improve on what we're doing and make things better, not just for us, but for everyone that's using it. So
That's right.
So-
Yep, you can send all those to Colton@groundedbrand.com.
yeah.
I was just getting ready to say it. You can send those to Brandon at groundedbrand.com.
Shoot.
Send it to one of us. We'll
Yeah.
we'll get it.
Exactly.
Colton at Grounded Brand, Drew at Grounded Brand, Brandon at Grounded Brand,
Yeah.
any of us.
If you're a retailer and you want us your products in your store, please send it to Brandon at groundedbrand.com.
Yeah.
I will respond back.
Well, I think that's enough, like sales
Yeah.
oriented. Talking about what we've got to offer. Let's talk about our 25 season, the
Yep.
ups, the downs,
The way down.
the way downs, just the experiences and the time that we got to spend in the woods.
Yeah.
So, if anybody's got a story they want to start off with or something they learned, hop in. If not,
Well, one thing with Grounded, I'll go ahead and kick it off. One thing with Grounded is we're always talking about leaving a legacy and, spending time in the woods with your kids or the next generation, introducing somebody to it. So 24 was probably one of the hardest years I've ever had hunting as far as the amount of misses I had. I think we've joked about that a bunch of times. And so that was in the back of my head going into 25. And luckily that did not happen. I didn't miss a single bird. I was able
woohoo! There we go, boy.
but somebody else had the miss gene we'll talk about a little bit later on. But, we started out the season with youth season in Tennessee. And I'd been carrying my daughter the last 3 years. She was able to kill a Jake a couple years ago. And then this past year on youth weekend, she was able to kill her first longbeard. So
Yeah.
I was really excited about that. She was pumped about it. And it had
It wasn't
4
just a
beards.
long beard, don't forget.
It had 4 beards.
Yeah.
And that was something that she reminds me of all the time, that she's killed a bigger turkey than Dad has ever killed.
Her and Tyler White.
Yeah. I'm never going back with me again.
Yeah, they ever can go hunting with Brandon again.
Actually, Bailey can go with me all she wants, but he's been axed out. He's
Yeah.
done. So Tyler, if
been
you're
cut
hearing
off.
this, sorry,
Yeah.
buddy. But no, honestly, that was the highlight for me last year, was being able to spend some time with Bailey. She went with me several times throughout the year. Obviously, her being able to kill that bird was the highlight. And I mean, the turkey came in and did everything it's supposed to do. Gobbled, came in strutting, messed around with the decoy, beat it up, did its whole thing. We got it put on a show for her. And she was shook up. She was excited about it, and I was as well. I was able to kill a couple birds in Tennessee, and also able to kill a bird in Alabama. So as far as the 25 season, it was really in my opinion, one of the best seasons I'd ever had. So I hope to continue that momentum going into this year as well too. So
Yeah. 25 was good in a weird way for me. It was like, man, I just really couldn't get in the game very
Yeah.
often. I don't know. It was odd. But I didn't hear as many turkeys as I normally do, which is fine. Some years are going to be like that. And when I did go, obviously not much gobbling. The few times that I did hear turkeys gobble, they were off the property.
there really wasn't a whole lot you could do as far as that
No.
goes.
There really wasn't. Turkeys are off the property. I mean, yeah, you can kind of sit, and turkeys like turkeys do.
Right.
They work on turkey time. There's no telling when they might come. When they're, it might be 4 days before they come
Right.
back to the property you're on. And a lot of the blocks that we hunt are relatively small, so that plays into it as well. But we still had some good hunts. Extremely thankful just to be able to get out in the woods and go, man. Yeah. And even hear turkeys a few times that we got to. Did kill some turkeys. And got to see my dad shoot some, and that to me is what it's all about, just getting to spend as much time with him in the woods as I can each spring. Actually, one day, I can't remember which day it was. I think it was early April. I know it was early April. We had gone to this property that normally doesn't have turkeys on it. Every now and then it will, every couple of years. And so we said, well, let's just ride up here and look. So we ride, go in, don't see nothing, don't hear nothing. And it's one of those places, it's laid out very nice, beautiful property, and you're just like, this place should have turkeys.
Right.
The neighbors don't hunt. And it's just like, this place should have turkeys on it. And we leave. As we're headed out, there's a longbeard in the field. And we're like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. And we didn't have time to mess with him that day. And so we decided, hey, let's go back. You know, we got a good idea where he's probably going to roost. Well, we thought we did. Let's just say he was the exact opposite place on the property where we thought he was going to roost, right? And end up finally barely can hear him because he's at the far end of the property where I never would suspect a turkey would roost in my life. But, of course, that's what happens. So we go down there, get set up, call to him, ends up being 4 longbeards.
No.
Not just one. There was 4 of them. And we're like, okay, like this is good. Can't do nothing with them. They had some hens with them. Kind of went way down to the south side of the property. We made a big loop. Got to a spot that 2 fields came together with a road, you know, that connected the 2 fields, and said, okay, let's sit right here and just see what happens. So we sat there for a little while, ended up calling all 4 of them jokers right all the way back up to us. Well, they ended up coming into my hard left, like extremely hard left, to where I have to get up. Luckily, they got behind the tree I was on, and I was able to get up and swing around the other side of the tree, and it was so thick with privet hedge that I had to like ease up off my knees, you know, so I'm like squatted, shouldering my gun, and shoot this turkey at like 12 steps through this privet.
Yeah.
You know, so awesome hunt. Turkey just flops or whatever. Well, the other 3 turkeys run out in the field, and they just start gobbling again. And so me and Dad, he's back behind me, so he's texting me like, what, you know, what's going on, blah blah blah. So I text him back, and I'm like, you need to slide on up here. You know, so he slides up to the road, and ends up, we called all 3 of them turkeys back in, and then he shot one. So that was probably one of the best hunts that got to experience in the woods this year between me and him.
Right.
So that was a cool morning.
Yeah, anytime you can spend it with your dad's cool.
Yeah.
And I know you guys like to go hunting for just a couple hours in the morning. I know there's a lot of people out there probably saying, well, why don't you just stick with the turkeys if you hear them?
Yeah.
Eventually they'll come. But when you only got an hour or 2 in the mornings to hunt before you go into the office, you got to be smart about it.
Yeah.
And leave them for another day.
That's right.
So.
Yeah, you know, we're going to, if we feel like a turkey's hot and he's killable, we'll probably, you know, chase him. And if, you know, if not, and don't feel like we're in a good spot or he's in a good spot to get to him, so hey, save him for another day. If, like I said, it's small property, if neighbor kills him or something like that, it's part of hunting,
right.
You know. But don't get me wrong, I'd love to spend every single day, all day in the woods, but got 2 young kids, I got a wife, I'd like to stay married. Ain't no like to. I'm going to stay married,
right?
And you know, got a job, got a business, so it's a lot.
Got anything going on?
It's a lot to shuffle, you know, but you do what you got to do. So that was kind of one of the hunts that I got to enjoy this spring. Colton, we got to go a few times, not as much as we would like to, but
yeah, I think everybody's just dying to know if Colton got his first turkey or not.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
For all those that stuck around this long in the podcast, here you go.
Nope, I didn't.
It wasn't for a lack of trying.
It wasn't for a lack of trying.
No.
You know, I will say this year, Brandon and Drew actually texted me and asked if I wanted to go. No, I shot at a bird and missed, and we started out that morning out at the farm, out at deer camp, and man, it was a beautiful morning. It started out. I saw a hen come right up behind me, so I was posted up against a tree. I think your dad was right next to me.
Yeah, he was.
And Drew and Brandon are on the other side of
the
creek, and I look, and I don't even think we had sat down for 20 minutes.
Well, that morning, I don't know if you recall or not, but we crossed the creek and went to a listening spot, didn't hear anything.
Oh, I guess I don't remember.
And then we just decided to set up, and that's where you and Greg set up, and Drew and I crossed the creek.
Yeah. There wasn't a good spot for us to sit on the same side with them.
No.
And so in order to back up, where these turkeys have been utilized in this area, they should kind of come from the west. And so with nowhere to set up, we had to drop back to the other side of the creek. So we were actually on the east side of the creek.
Yeah. Looking back at it, your dad and Colton probably should have been over where we were at to begin with.
Yeah.
I don't know why we didn't think about that. But
hindsight's always 20/20, ain't it?
Yeah.
Makes sense with you. So we sat up. We we're backed up against this tree, and for 20 minutes, I'm on the left, your dad's on the right, and I'm looking back across my shoulder, across the creek, and man, I see a hen just walk across the road, and I'm down here smacking your dad like, hey, there's a hen over here. He's like, all right. And man, that was it. Only saw the hen.
Yep.
And it wasn't until later in the day I found out that you had
so on that same setup, I'm basically set up against the only tree that's in this little field, and there's a fence row that's been somewhat cleaned out. But the hen that Colton is talking about, I saw her come up, and right behind her was a longbeard.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he just stayed in the grass, stayed down low, or in the woods where you couldn't see him, or what. But he was like Houdini. He just disappeared. I don't know where he went to. He never made a sound that morning. He didn't gobble. It was mist and rain a little bit, I believe. So I think that had something to do with it. But yeah, he definitely came in right behind that hen. So
I never saw that longbeard. So anyways, we picked up, went to another spot, and as we're pulling up to this spot, we see a longbeard out in the field.
Yeah,
single longbeard up on a hill. Mm-hmm. And so we go on to the backside of the property, and Drew's dad and myself were like, all right, well, it was starting to rain at this point.
Yeah.
And so we said, all right, we'll get out. We'll walk the fence line. And man, I don't know if it's something that just runs in your family, but like wanting to go through like the thickest stuff imaginable.
You got to do what you got to do, and sometimes that's just man.
I know. So we go along the backside of this property, and we get to the corner of the property, and we look, and there's probably, if I remember correctly, it was like 5 jakes and like 3 hens.
Mm-hmm.
And we stop, and man, your dad's like, well, my first bird was a jake.
Yeah.
He's like, this is your opportunity if you want it. And I'm like, yep. I want it.
Yep. Deal.
So we crawl up. I crawled probably another 15 yards, I think, right up to the fence line. I mean, this jake is sitting maybe 15, 20 yards away. And I pull up, and I will defend myself to this day. I put the B to that gun, and I put that sight directly on that jake.
Yeah.
And I missed. And instantly, my head just hung. And your dad was like, pick your head up. They may come back.
Yeah.
And so sure enough, I'd missed that jake. And this is where, we've joked about it before, but Brandon and Drew, I think, like intentionally at times have either not invited me or they try to send me to like the farthest spot. And now I've learned that Brandon can't sight in my guns for me.
Oh, I can sight your gun in, and I have proof.
Because the last time that this gun was shot, Brandon sighted it in for me because I can't remember. I think I was working or something, and I wasn't going to be able to get it done. Anyways, so Brandon sighted in this gun for me. And he said, yep, all good to go. And this was the gun that I shot at this jake with.
Well, that was also what we should have done is we should have patterned it again for last season. We didn't.
We should have.
But I'm sure between,
Yeah, the sights were probably off or something like that.
Yeah.
And so anyways, so I missed this jake. Well, we walked down, and because this group was separate from that longbeard that we had seen. So we probably walked another 100 yards or so, and we were going to see if we could find that longbeard. Well, at that point, that longbeard was completely opposite side of that field.
Property.
Yeah, he was gone.
And that's why looking back, that's probably why he was by himself, because of those jakes.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're all with the hens, and he wasn't about to go over there and get messed up.
Yeah,
so.
Probably. And so I defeated. And I was like, I'm never going to hear the end of this. I will say, in the moment, there was a lot of grace in that truck because I knew I could have not heard the end of it for a long time.
Yeah, we didn't bring it up, man.
I know. And
I know how it is. I missed them.
And so
we all have, man.
Yeah.
Everybody has.
So anyways, we walk back in the truck. At this point, it's pouring. I mean, it was. And we were walking through, we're walking through grass probably like chest high.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like.
It was thick.
It was thick. We were defeated. So we decided, all right, well, we're going to call it.
Yeah.
And
day over.
Yeah, day's done.
Mm-hmm.
So then we pulled back up to the farm.
Yeah, we pulled back up to the gate to get Colton's car.
Yeah, and there is a longbeard sitting in the field right where we were posted up earlier.
Yep.
And Drew looks at me and goes, "You ready?" And I'm like, "Yep." It's pouring.
It's pouring rain. And one thing you hadn't mentioned is your knee was in terrible shape. Like 2 days after this is when your knee surgery was scheduled for.
Yeah, I forgot.
So this was his last time that he could
completely
hunt
forgot about that.
for the year because he had this knee surgery scheduled.
Right.
Man, I just sound like an old man.
You
on this
are.
podcast. I had shoulder surgery in the span of this podcast. I've had shoulder surgery and knee surgery.
Yep.
I forgot about that. So I had knee surgery 2 days later, and Drew and I get out, and I don't know why we did it this way, but we get out and we start walking the creek.
Yep.
Drew is nothing but 130 soaking wet. Meanwhile, I'm not. And Drew's monkeying around this creek. He's swinging from trees. He's walking up this bank. At one point, I had fallen off the bank into the creek.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
It's raining so hard
I
you
know
can't
you
hear
didn't know.
anything.
And so then we were like, all right, well, it was easier at that point to just walk through the creek.
Yep.
And so we're walking. Well, I think I mentioned it before, but I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I have an insulin pump. So I'm walking with my shotgun in this hand and my insulin pump in this hand, trying to hold it like above the water. And Drew's just skipping,
Bebopping along.
like going.
I keep turning around like, are you coming?
Yeah.
So anyways, so we get up to where that Longbeard was sitting when
Yep.
we first saw it.
Yep.
And we creep up and we're like, don't see it. So we went down a little bit farther because we were going to go up the creek side, and then we were going to wrap around.
Yep.
And that Longbeard was gone.
Gone. When we
Gone.
came out, so when we first came out, he wasn't there. So we went a little bit back to the north
Yeah.
up the creek.
Because we thought maybe he had done the same thing from earlier where he was
Yep.
just walking across and kept
Yep.
going.
Yeah. So then we go up the creek a little farther. We come back out, and I ease out in the field, and I can see him, and he's done beat us to the north.
Yeah.
And he's probably 60, 70. Now, he's probably 70, 80 yards actually back to the north of us. And, I mean, he was feeding straight away from us. There was, nothing we were going to be able to do
No.
at that point. And,
And I was already late getting home that day anyway.
yeah, Brandon was late, and so we had to get back.
Yep.
Yep.
But it made for a fun morning. I mean, you guys forgot about the 5 long bears that were hanging out in the neighbors across the street too that we tried to pull across the street. That would.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I totally
remember
forgot
that.
about that.
I forgot about them.
So I mean, that whole day was pretty much packed with excitement. Honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, from sunrise to I think we got out of there at 12 or 1 o'clock that day.
Yeah, I think even though like I'd missed that, Jake, it was probably by far the most action I've seen on a hunt.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you got to experience that because you've been
Me
on
too.
some real duds.
Yeah, well, I just go where I'm taken, and so
All I can
Yeah.
say is stay healthy this spring.
I plan to.
Yeah.
I plan to. That's the plan. I don't got any ailments right now, so
And you're not traveling as much for work either, so
No.
hopefully that's a good thing. as well,
no.
too.
Little life update. I think last time we had talked about we had just I was getting ready to travel to Franklin for work every day, and
Yeah.
Yep.
I ain't got to do that anymore. Nope.
You'd stay close to home
I'm
now.
staying close to home. Phone at the ready come turkey season.
That's it, man. The thing is, will we be ready? You
Yeah,
know,
I know.
Drew and I was talking yesterday. We had to ride to town to grab something, and I started thinking about really, I didn't get to hunt just a whole lot last year. We were talking about it.
Yeah.
My mornings, the way our schedule is now with Bailey and Bennett,
Yeah.
I'll usually stay at the house till about 8 o'clock. That way, Carrie Beth can carry Bennett or carry Bailey to school. And so my mornings are honestly, they're all tied up.
Yeah.
So I don't even get the opportunity to go first thing in the morning. Like all the birds I killed this year, well, one of the birds I killed this year was after Bailey went to school and Carrie Beth got back.
Yeah.
So it was a kind of a mid-morning hunt, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, who knows what this season's going to look like. Hopefully I'll get some early mornings outside of the weekends, but we'll see.
Yeah.
If not, we'll be thankful for whatever time
Absolutely.
we get in the woods. I
Yeah.
mean,
We'll find time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we'll have some kids going with us, I'm sure, this year. Bailey will probably want to go more, and hopefully we can get you in the woods a little bit more often this year as well, too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that'd be nice.
yeah.
So talking about Colton's black cloud that follows him around,
Man.
we decided that we were going to have a little deer hunt weekend this
Yeah.
year.
Do it about
And,
once a year.
and just try to get out and, enjoy the woods, enjoy each other, talk about springtime coming up, plans for that.
Rag on each other.
Rag on each other, and just hang out. So Colton, obviously not a big deer hunter, has killed a deer before, but said, "Hey, let's try to go get you another deer, man."
Yeah.
He's pumped. He's ready to rock and roll. Goes and buys him a new gun.
Yeah.
We get it sighted in.
I traded in that gun I missed that turkey with.
That's
because
true. Yep.
Brandon plagued it.
Yep.
And so I said, you know what? Get rid of this thing.
And we learned.
Rifle.
We learned from that moment on. Colton sighting his own gun in. So I went with him and helped him do it, but he pulled the trigger every time.
Yep.
It took us a little bit, but we got it sighted in.
Yep. Well, it doesn't help that scope was loose as all get out.
Yeah.
We were trying to sight it in originally.
So we get the gun sighted in, get up the next morning, send Colton to shooting house I hadn't hunted in a few years, and I guess it's in rough shape, a little rougher shape than I thought it was in. It said there was I don't even remember, hole in the wall.
No, the first one that I went to was fine. It was one of the plastic shooting houses. That one was fine.
Didn't see a deer that night.
Didn't see a deer. Nope. Next morning, go to the one that you're referencing.
Yeah.
And, it's a wooden shooting house.
Yeah.
It's got, old lawn chairs and stuff like that. And man, I walk into this thing, doors halfway open. There was I think it was like a piece of carpet or something on the bottom, try to minimize your sound. And man, that was all torn up. Something had eaten a hole in the side of the shooting house inside. It had made like a little nest in between like the wooden frame. And man, I'm just looking around. This thing's in rough shape.
Yeah.
I looked at Drew. I think we were riding on the back of the truck after that hunt or the hunt after, and I was like, "You got to do something. That's got to come down."
When's
the last time anybody was in that stand?
Probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a hot minute.
It looks like it. Yeah.
Hot minute, man. It shows you how much of a deer hunting crew we are.
Yeah.
I know, right?
But yeah, so didn't see a deer that morning either.
Nope.
So afternoon didn't see a deer. Next morning didn't see a deer. This black cloud, and he's like, we're trying to figure out. It's about lunchtime. We're trying to figure out where everybody's going, and I'm just kind of like along for the ride. It don't matter to me. I'll stay at the cabin if I need to.
Right.
Brandon's like, well, I just want to sit up here on the hill where I can get signals to watch the SEC championship game on my phone. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess Colton, if it was me, I would go all the way to the backside. It's a long walk over there.
No, that's not what you said.
But that's the best place to kill a deer.
That's not what you said.
Yes, it is.
We did say it's a little bit of a walk.
You said a little bit of a walk.
But it ain't that bad.
What you failed to mention is that it is like through the valley up to. You said it was a small hill.
It is a small hill.
That ain't a small hill.
Well, you decided to wear all your thermals, all your external clothes.
Yeah, man.
So it's a little bit of a walk to get over there. Not bad to me, bad to him. And so, anyways,
by the time I get up to this,
I'm like, Colton, this
sucking wind. I am using my rifle as a walking stick. I'm trying to get up this thing.
Meanwhile, I'm down at the bottom. Usually, there's no signal down there. I have no idea how this one afternoon I have signal down in the bottom. But I decided to go down there because I told Colton, I'm like, look, in my mind, that's the best place that I think you'll have an opportunity at to kill deer. He's like, all right, I'll go. So I'm sitting in the shooting house, and it's like 2:30. Which, again, for me, it's super early. I'm getting out there usually 3:30.
Yeah.
And somehow I get a text message, and then next thing I know, I get a phone call. And I'm like, what is he calling me for? And I answer the phone, and he's like,
all right, let me take the story.
All right, you take the story from here.
So keep in mind, there's like this ongoing joke that Drew and Brandon take me to and send me to like they're testing my faith is what they're doing.
We're testing how bad you really want to be a turkey hunter and a deer hunter. We're breaking
and
down right, like our dads did when we were growing up.
So anyway, so I go up this hill, and I get to the top of this hill, and I look at it's a plastic shooting house.
Yep. And it's just a one
it's
single
just a
man
one-
shooting house, 4x4 plastic is all it is.
And this thing is tipped over, and there is a stack of leaves on this shooting house, which means it's been down for a minute. And I walk up to it, and at this point, yeah, like Brandon mentioned, I had all my thermals on. I was sweating. I'm taking off clothes, like everything. And I look, and I was able to just look through the window on the top, and man, this thing is full of water. I mean, the windows were cracked a little bit, so water has just been getting into this thing. I mean, I probably a good 6 inches of water sitting on this thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what are they doing to me? Like, what is going on? And so I originally texted Drew, and I didn't get anything, so I tried calling him because I didn't know if someone had like come onto the property and like was trying
vandalize.
To so that's honestly why I was calling.
Or maybe there's a nicer shooting house up here.
Yeah, maybe. I'm like, is this what I'm supposed to be in? Because I'd never been to this spot. I'd been to all the other ones. And so anyways, so I get up there and I call Drew and I'm like, hey, when was the last time anyone was up here? And he's like, I don't know. I think you said, I don't know, or something like that. I'm like, well, this thing is laying on its side. The windows are open. It's full of water. It's like, it's in tough shape. And it's just plastic. I mean, you could have rinsed it all off. So anyways, I pick up this shooting house. You know, it's a small plastic one, so you can lift it.
Yeah.
I pick it up. A dozen mice come running out from underneath this thing. I separated a family, like the whole thing. And I pick it up. The chair inside is soaking wet. It's full of cobwebs. Like you can tell nobody sat in it for a minute. And it's been sitting full of water for a while. So anyways, I'm like, all right, well, you know, this is like the second to last hunt I was going to have. So I get in it. And my wife that weekend had gone up to Nashville to the Opry Hotel because they have like those ice sculpture things during the holidays. And so that day they had gone and she was texting me and saying, hey, I'm on the way back. Just want to let you know. And I had service up at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
And so I'm texting her and I'm saying, okay, drive safe. Like I'm, you know, I don't know, my service may go in and out, but I'm in the shooting house. And I look up and there is a 8-point sitting 15 yards away from me. Never heard it come in. Never, not a rustle, nothing. And I remember when I got in there, I had taken all my thermals off. I had set my gun down. I had just sat down in this thing.
Yeah.
And I don't have my gun. I had it loaded.
That's good.
But I didn't have it in my hand. It was sitting in the corner. I was still sweating. I still had my orange hat on. Like, this deer knew that it was me sitting in here. I think I'm still sucking wind from coming up this hill. So I'm like, oh no. I was like, in my mind, I'm like, I will never hear the end of this.
You're like, I'm not telling these guys.
I'm not telling them.
Yeah.
If this deer walks away, I'm never saying a word. And so anyways, this deer is sitting completely broadside, 15 yards away. If I would have been paying attention, I could have dropped it right there. Instead, I wasn't. And so that deer starts walking away. I'm like, well, if I'm going to have an opportunity, this is my shot. So I reached down in the corner, I picked up my rifle, and I'm like kind of backing it out and then lifting it up and then sliding it in the window. Trying not to hit the shooting house because it's a small shooting house.
It is.
There's not a lot of room for movement in there. And I pick it up and anyways, it kept walking. It probably walked another 20 yards or so. And I was getting ready to go, try to get it to like, turn or stop. And it stopped, went completely broadside again, and I shot. And initially, my first thought was I missed. Because when I shot, that deer's legs tucked underneath, and it just took off. And I'm like, great. Another miss. Yeah. I was like, I'm not going to be invited again. I'm never going to hear the end of it, the whole nine. First thing, before I even get out of the shooting house, text message from you guys. Well, what'd you shoot?
Well,
What'd you hit?
I knew from the sound and the closeness of the shot that you had shot something.
Yeah.
Or shot at something. And so I already had my phone. I was watching the game like Drew mentioned earlier. And I'm like, dang, he would shoot something. Now I'm sitting here watching the SEC. Now I ain't going to be able to watch the game. We're going to spend all afternoon cleaning this deer or chasing it or doing something.
Tracking him something.
Tracking him, yeah.
Well, and in my mind, I had made up already that like if it was a doe, I wasn't gonna shoot. I was just gonna let it go. And so, anyways, I come out of the shooting house and another text message. Wait 10 minutes before you go look. And I think I had said at that point, like, I shot at a buck.
Yeah.
I think I may have pulled it. And so I waited. I waited. I did my due diligence and I waited.
I feel like
but
you
as
were ready
soon
to
as
run over
10
there.
minutes and 1 second hit, man, I was running.
Yeah.
And sure enough, man, I walked over and I saw bright red on the floor, and I was ecstatic, and I was like, man, I hit it. I was like, all right, now I got to go look for it.
Yep.
And you guys were like, I think you had called me or texted me and said, all right, we're gonna go get the four-wheeler and come up, and all of a sudden I'm waiting. Waiting a while, and I can hear you guys kind of rustling down there, and I'm like, still waiting. All of a sudden, here comes this giant tractor, and I'm like, "Where's the four-wheeler?" Couldn't get it to start.
Yeah. Yep.
We had some issues with the Polaris and the four-wheeler.
Yep.
And so, man, that deer ran off probably about 100 yards from where I shot it, and it just dropped right on the tree line.
Yep.
And beautiful 8-point. One of the tines had broken off. But man, it was gorgeous. It was awesome.
Yeah. I was so excited to get up there and see you. Just the expression on your face and how excited you were, man. It was something pretty cool to experience.
I was pumped. And man, it was a great day.
My favorite part's when we got back to the barn and it's hanging up and you got your hands in your pocket and I'm like, what are you doing?
Brandon's like, all right, I ain't cleaning this one for you.
Yeah. Helped you out on the last one. It's your turn now.
No,
buddy.
man. I was glad to do it. So I'm getting it mounted. It'll be September
Awesome,
when I get it.
That's
so
right, man.
I already asked Gina if I could hang it up above the bed. She said absolutely not. And no, but we'll post the photos and stuff because we got to.
That was a fun hunt. It was it was a
great.
good weekend. Our buddy Taylor was up there with us as well too. So we were glad to.
Yeah, I
get
hated
some
because
time.
Taylor had gone back for a baby shower.
Yeah, he did. He left.
And he was coming back that evening.
Yep.
And sure enough, that's when I shot because we took a group photo and everything like that. And would have loved for him to be in it, but
it was a fun weekend.
he'll know not to leave next time.
That's right.
Yeah.
He'll stick around a little bit longer.
That's right.
And the next morning, I stayed in because my job was done.
Yep.
And
right.
I was gonna get some extra sleep.
Sleep and help clean up the cabin before.
Yep.
So I knew I didn't want to clean, so I was like, I'm gonna go hunting this morning.
That sounds about right.
It worked out, didn't it? Yeah.
But that next morning was kind of a nasty morning.
It was.
It was foggy.
It
It was
very
misty,
bad
rain.
foggy.
Yeah. Taylor and I were the only ones that went out to
Yeah.
hunt. I think I saw 3 does and a little button buck.
Yeah.
Which with my past experience, I'm surprised that button buck didn't.
I'm
Get in
surprised
the
he's
scope.
still walking.
I am too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon likes to accidentally shoot the button buck somehow, some way.
They taste good, man. That's all I know. That's all I can say.
They're lean.
is.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had an exciting 25,
Yeah.
and I mean, we're like on the way over here. We were like 6 weeks away, I think, from NWTF. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's right
fast.
here, and I feel like we got a whole lot of stuff to get prepared for before then. So
Yeah.
we're super excited about this year and the next couple of weeks for sure.
Yeah.
So
That's a wrap for 25. Thank you.
Yep.
Like Brandon said earlier, anybody that bought something, stopped by the booth, sent us a message, followed us on any type of social media. Thank you.
yeah, 100%.
I mean, we could not do this without you.
Uh-uh.
So we appreciate you and want to know if there's anything else you want from us as far as products go. So reach out to us and let us know.
Yeah. That's Brandon at groundedbrand.com.
Yep.
That's right.
That's for retailers.
So,
Anything else is Drew and Colton at. So
but yeah. All right, fellas.
That's it. It's been a good show. Started out rusty, but I think it's
Back in the groove now.
Yep.
So,
Colton.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Grounded Brand Podcast. If you guys are listening to this on audio, we do have a video version over on our YouTube channel. And then we also, for the people listening on our YouTube channel, we also have an audio version on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Be sure to check out our website, groundedbrand.com. Like we mentioned earlier, we've got the new products coming out. They're on pre-order right now. As we get those in, we will ship them out. So as soon as orders start shipping.
Matter of fact, the Leafy Jackets was one of those pre-orders. They've actually already come in. We've started shipping those out. So those are available now. And they have been shipped to customers.
Okay, awesome. So be sure to check out the website. Follow us on all of our social media at Grounded Brand Outdoors. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.